There's a thief in your body right now, and you probably don't even know it's there. It doesn't announce itself with pain. It doesn't trigger alarms. It moves quietly, day after day, stealing something so fundamental to your existence that without it, every cell in your body begins to age faster than it should. Your skin loses its glow. Your bones become brittle. Your mind slows down. Your heart struggles. And yet, you feel nothing. Not at first. This isn't a virus. It's not a disease. It's something far more insidious. A deficiency so common, so normalized, that modern medicine barely notices it until the damage is already done. We're talking about magnesium. And the odds are, you're running low. Right now, as you watch this, nearly half the population is deficient in this single mineral. Not severely, not catastrophically, just quietly depleted. Enough to accelerate the aging process in ways science is only beginning to understand. Enough to make your 40s feel like your 60s. Enough to drain the vitality from your cells while you're simply trying to live your life. But here's what makes this story so haunting. Magnesium isn't rare. It's not exotic. It's everywhere in the soil, in the water, in the food we eat, or at least ... It used to be. 50 years ago, the average person consumed enough magnesium without even thinking about it. The vegetables were richer. The water was purer. The soil was alive. But something changed. Industrial farming stripped the earth of its minerals. Food processing removed what little remained. And suddenly, we found ourselves in a world where abundance looks like deficiency. Where grocery stores are full, but our cells are empty. And the body never forgets what it needs. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your system. 300. Every time your heart beats, magnesium is there. Every time your muscles contract, every time a nerve fires, every time your cells produce energy, magnesium orchestrates the process. It's the conductor of your biological symphony. And when it's missing, the music starts to falter. Your mitochondria, those tiny powerhouses inside each cell, begin to sputter. They can't generate ATP efficiently. Energy production drops. You feel tired, but you don't know why. You blame your age. You blame your schedule. You blame everything except the one thing that's actually wrong. Your cells are starving, and then the aging accelerates. Without enough magnesium, your DNA begins to deteriorate faster. The protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes, your telomeres, start to shorten prematurely. Think of them as the plastic tips on shoelaces. When they wear down, everything unravels. Your cells lose their ability to divide properly. Tissues break down. Repair mechanisms fail. You age, not because time is passing, but because your body has lost the resources to maintain itself. This is the paradox of modern life. We live in an age of plenty, yet we're malnourished at the cellular level. But it gets stranger. Your body has an intelligence that's almost eerie. When magnesium levels drop, it starts making sacrifices. It pulls magnesium from your bones to keep your heart beating. It borrows from your muscles to maintain nerve function. It's like a household in financial crisis, robbing Peter to pay Paul, keeping the lights on today by mortgaging tomorrow. And for a while, it works. You don't notice anything. Your heart keeps beating. Your nerves keep firing. But beneath the surface, your bones are weakening. Your muscles are losing tone. Your cardiovascular system is under strain. The debt is accumulating, and eventually, the bill comes due. High blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, muscle cramps, insomnia, brain fog, anxiety. These aren't separate conditions. They're symptoms of the same underlying problem, a mineral deficit that modern medicine treats with a dozen different drugs instead of one simple solution. And here's the cruelest part. The more stressed you are, the faster you lose magnesium. Stress hormones like cortisol actively deplete your reserves. So the very thing that makes you need more magnesium is the thing that drains it away. It's a vicious cycle. Stress depletes magnesium. Low magnesium makes you more susceptible to stress, which depletes even more magnesium. You're trapped in a loop that ages you from the inside out. Now, you might be thinking, if this is so common, why doesn't everyone know about it? Why isn't this front page news? Because magnesium deficiency is invisible on standard blood tests. Your blood represents only about 1% of your body's total magnesium. The rest is locked away in your bones, muscles, and cells. Blood levels are tightly regulated. Your body will sacrifice tissue stores to keep blood, magnesium stable, so you can be deeply deficient and still have normal labs. You're dying of thirst, while the blood test says you're fine. This is why so many people feel inexplicably tired, anxious, or aged beyond their years, and their doctors find nothing wrong. The tests miss the truth, the symptoms get dismissed, and the deficiency deepens. But some researchers saw what others missed. In recent years, studies have started connecting the dots. They've found that people with higher magnesium intake have longer telomeres, meaning slower cellular aging. They've discovered that magnesium protects against oxidative stress, the rust that accumulates in your cells over time. They've shown that adequate magnesium levels are associated with better cognitive function in older adults. stronger bones, healthier hearts, and even lower rates of chronic disease. The evidence is mounting. Magnesium isn't just another mineral, it's a guardian of longevity. And yet, knowing this changes nothing. Unless you understand how to restore what's been lost. Because here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. You can't just eat your way out of this. Not easily anyway. Magnesium-rich foods, dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, whole grains, dark chocolate are indeed powerful. But modern life conspires against absorption. Your gut might be damaged from years of processed food, antibiotics, or stress. Your stomach acid might be low. You might be taking medications that block magnesium uptake. And even if everything is working perfectly, the magnesium content in food has declined by 30 to 50% over the past century. The soil remembers what we've taken from it. So what do you do when food alone isn't enough? This is where wisdom separates from wishful thinking. Supplementation seems obvious, but magnesium is a tricky molecule. Take the wrong form, and you'll spend hours in the bathroom with nothing to show for it except discomfort. Magnesium oxide, the cheapest, most common form, has a bioavailability of less than 4%. Your body barely absorbs it. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. But other forms work differently. Magnesium glycinate is gentle, highly absorbable, and doesn't cause digestive upset. Magnesium threonate crosses the blood-brain barrier, supporting cognitive function and memory. Magnesium malate supports energy production. Magnesium taurate benefits the cardiovascular system. Each form has its purpose, its path into the body's deeper tissues. This is the art of restoration, matching the form to the function, understanding that not all magnesium is created equal. And then there's the rhythm of it. Your body doesn't just need magnesium, it needs it consistently, steadily, like a river that never stops flowing. One dose won't fix years of deficiency. This is a long game, a patient rebuilding of what time and modern life have depleted. It takes weeks, sometimes months, for your cells to refill their stores, for your bones to regain their strength, for your energy to return. But when it does, the transformation is subtle yet profound. People describe it as a fog lifting, a tension releasing. Sleep becomes deeper, more restorative, muscles relax in ways they haven't in years. The mind clears, energy doesn't spike and crash, it simply, sustains. You don't feel superhuman, you feel like yourself again. Like the person you were before the deficiency began its quiet work. This is what wholeness feels like. But here's something even more fascinating. Magnesium doesn't work alone. It's part of an intricate dance with other nutrients: calcium, vitamin D, potassium, vitamin K2. Too much calcium without enough magnesium can calcify your arteries instead of strengthening your bones. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption, which increases your need for magnesium. Potassium and magnesium work together to regulate blood pressure and heart rhythm. Your body is not a collection of isolated parts, it's a symphony. And magnesium is one of the key instruments that keeps the melody flowing. This is why reductionist thinking fails. Why taking one supplement in isolation rarely produces the results you're hoping for. Why wellness isn't found in a single pill, but in understanding the relationships between things, the way nutrients interact, the way lifestyle affects absorption, the way stress and sleep and movement all influence your body's ability to maintain balance. Ancient healing traditions understood this intuitively. They didn't isolate compounds. They looked at patterns, at whole systems, at the interconnectedness of everything. Modern science is slowly rediscovering what was never really lost, just forgotten. So where does this leave you? If you're over 40, the chances are high that you're operating at less than optimal magnesium levels. Not dangerously low, perhaps not crucible, but low enough that it's costing you vitality, resilience, and years of healthy life. Low enough that your cells are aging faster than they should. Low enough that your body is making sacrifices you can't see, yet. The question isn't whether you need more magnesium. The question is, what are you willing to do about it? Start with food. Prioritize organic vegetables, grown in mineral-rich soil when possible. Add pumpkin seeds to your breakfast. Snack on almonds. Embrace dark chocolate, the real kind, 70% cacao or higher. Drink mineral water. Cook with sea salt instead of refined table salt. These aren't grand gestures, but they matter. Then consider supplementation, wisely, thoughtfully, with the right forms and the right timing. Evening is often ideal, as magnesium promotes relaxation and deeper sleep. Start low and build gradually. Listen to your body. It will tell you what it needs. And perhaps most importantly, reduce what depletes you. Chronic stress is the great magnesium thief. Find practices that anchor you. Meditation, breathwork, time in nature, genuine rest, not as luxury, but as necessity. Your biology demands it. Because aging isn't just about time passing. It's about resources depleting. About cellular machinery breaking down when it lacks the raw materials to maintain itself. About a body that's trying desperately to keep you alive while you unknowingly starve it of what it needs most. But you're not powerless. Not anymore. Every choice you make, every meal, every supplement, every moment of rest is a vote for the future version of yourself. You're either accelerating, aging, or slowing it down. You're either nourishing your cells or neglecting them. There's no neutral ground. Your biology is always moving in one direction or the other. And magnesium, it's not a miracle cure. It won't reverse decades of damage overnight. It won't make you immortal. But it will give your body what it's been missing. It will slow the deterioration. It will restore function. It will buy you time, precious, valuable time, to live fully in the body you have. That's not anti-aging, that's pro-living. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? What have I been ignoring? What small, simple change could shift everything? The answer might be simpler than you think. Sometimes the most profound transformations begin with the smallest minerals, the ones we can't see, but can't live without. Your cells are waiting. They've been waiting for a long time. Maybe it's time to listen.